Hello, I'm RJ, and this is my beautiful wife, Gail. I'm the CEO founder of Stealth Detox Performance Water. I want to show you the power of Stealth in your home. It's more than drinking. We're going to show you some really cool stuff that the system does. Our company was founded out of personal health reasons. My wife, if you don't know it, she suffered 3 cancers, including pancreatic cancer. She's almost 7 years clean. No chemo, no radiation, can't find cancer in her body. So some of the things that I discovered along the way in her fight, you're going to see today at how you can protect your own family. We're going to make a great thing this morning called the Budwig Protocol,
which is something that we eat every day. I prepare it every morning, and we've been eating it now for the last 6 years.
And it's a big cancer fighter. One of the biggest features of the Stealth unit you're going to see is when I finally figured out why she had 3 cancers, I went in the supermarket and bought something, and I said, nah, I don't want it. So I did like that and put it back. And when you go to the supermarket, the same thing happens. Everybody touches it. Sick people shop because her immune system kept being broken by bacteria. This Stealth unit will kill all of the bacteria. Before we start, though, with the Budwig, I want to take a look at what kind of water's coming into our home today. And the way we do that, and when you order the unit, we're going to give you this little reagent where you can test your own water in your own home. So we want to look at the quality of water that's coming in our home today. I'm going to take about yay much right there. And this is like when you test chlorine in your swimming pool. So we're going to put some of that in there and see what kind of water. Now, this is only going to show chlorine. So you can see the death that we're putting in our body in my home. This shocked me when I saw it this morning of how bad it was. Let me grab another glass, and I want to show you what our Stealth unit does to the water. I'm going to turn it on. Give me some just plain purified water. It makes water in all different levels, and I want you to see, because I'm going to show you how to cook, clean, and do everything and sanitize. So there's my Stealth water. Goes through our filters, and as you see, it stripped everything. In tap water today, there's chlorine, chloramine, lye. This must have something in it I'm not aware of. There's about 8 chemicals that come in your tap water. So you can see what the power of Stealth does for the sanit. Would you imagine drinking 2 or 3 teaspoons of bleach every day like that when you cook, you make your coffee? We'll send this with your package. But let's get on to the making the Budwig protocol for you, how we do this.
So the Budwig protocol consists of flaxseed oil and cottage cheese or quark. I use cottage cheese just because it's more readily available to me. But for 2 people, I do 3 tablespoons, and you can see how dark the flaxseed. I use the ones with lignet, and how dark that is. Then I add twice as much of the cottage cheese. And I just kind of 3, 4, 5, 6. And I usually add just a bit of stevia. You don't have to, it's your own personal taste buds. I'll add the stevia to it. And then we use a hand immersion blender. This is the one you want to use. You don't want to put it in a bullet or a Vitamix or anything like that. You do it on slow. I'm going to turn it on high a little bit. And it mixes it up. Once you get it mixed, it might splash, so you want to be a little bit careful. Just takes a little bit to get it mixed up. This actually does taste very good, and even if you are not supposed to have dairy, the Budwig protocol is safe for people that have some issues, and you can read about that at budwigcenter.com, or you can read her protocol. So once that's mixed up, normally I would wipe all that off. Once that's done, then we move on to putting in the fruits, which is what...
Let me show you what we do with the fruit. The Stealth unit if you see on the top here, it makes clustered water for drinking, purified water, and stir-on water. Now, stir-on water, you just touch it there and turn it on. I'm going to do these blackberries because blackberries are kind of tough to do, and we just put them in the sink, and you can see what we're doing is flooding them down in the sink, and that's what happens with that. We also use the stir-on water, like if we're going to do strawberries today, I just missed them like this, you would be shocked. Strawberries, by the way, are one of the nastiest fruits that come from the field. They're really, really bad. So when I have the stir-on running, even though I spray them to it stops the hair from growing on them. And then I give the strawberries to Gail after I wash them in the stir-on. I'm going to throw a couple of them in there today. And
these are really great.
Really great ones.
They're beautiful.
It actually brings out a lot of taste in your food when you wash them with the stir-on water. And you keep them misted. I don't put them in the refrigerator. I leave them on the counter and I walk by and just shoot them like that. Stops all the hair from growing. So our blackberries, as you can see, our blackberries here, they've all been marinated and coated, and stir-on has killed. You can see the stir-on water, the bacteria that it kills. The next thing I washed, because we eat it as well, is the blueberries. Now, I read this somewhere, and you can see that the blueberries have that white film on them. And I've heard, and if you look it up online, I think you'll find it, is that blueberries, the white stuff, is bad for men's junk. So when we take the blueberries, you can see me washing them like this with my hands. I rub them together. And what this does when you wash them like this, it will actually show you the ones that are weak or possibly going rotten. You see we got a little one right there. We're going to toss him out. So when you do this, you make sure you're always getting fresh stuff. And let me wash a little more so we both can have some. But what you do is you just rub it under the water. All this fruit that you buy and is picked, and you can see the way I rub them pretty hard. I find a bad one. We don't have any in that batch. I'm just going to throw them right on in the bowl like that. And I think you're going to cut up a mango.
Yes, I am.
Okay, let me turn this off.
We try and do a mango every single day of the year, but I'll just cut this real quick. And you can see right now they're really in season. Just kind of score it like that.
While she's doing that, I want to talk to you about avocados. Avocado is one of the nastiest fruits you can buy. Look it up on the internet. I don't know why, but when we bring avocado home, they tell you not to even touch the outside of it. I put it in the stir-on water like this, and we sanitize it. As you can see, the roll that's going across the screen is talking about all of the bacteria that the Stealth Elite unit kills. So it's killing all of that, and there's nothing that goes in your bodies that's not clean. And here's why. If your family has prone to sickness or this or something like that, bacteria is normally your enemy. So when you go to the grocery store, that's the biggest bacteria enemy that you can walk into. Sick people shops, naughty little kids do this and that, and you bring it home and do it. And eat it and just absorb it into your body. She had 3 cancers on me before I woke up and said, what's breaking her immune system? When you sanitize your home, we even use the stir-on water when you order. We're going to give you this bottle as well. You can fill it up with stir-on water and put it everywhere. Counters, the lady that comes and cleans our home, that's all she uses. So this is all ready to go?
Yep, it is. I've got the mango in here, and I also usually put in some
So we mix her up a little bit like this. Little pomegranate.
Might have a banana or two.
I would give it to the crew, but they would steal it from me because it is that good. And this is what fights cancer and is good to your health.
Enjoy. It's delicious.
That's always good. I want to show you something that will shock you as well. We cook everything. We wash everything. I want to show you what happens with beans. You need to make coffee, tea. I'm sorry, look at that. everything everything we do gets washed. And you're about to see why it gets washed. And the reason we do that, let me turn the stir-on on. Because you make a pot of beans, you make a pot of soup, you're making it with that nasty water that I showed you that's coming into my home today. So you make this and you make that. I'm also, give me that lettuce spinner down there, will you? I want to show you what happens to lettuce. You know, we eat a lot of salad because it's good for your health. Just set it right there for a second. And we want to get some stir-on water. The stir-on feature of this unit will sanitize everything. You can use stir-on. It actually does like this, and it fights acne on your face. You can do like that up your nose. It'll get rid of allergies and sinuses. It's good for canker sores. But you see how much water I've got in there? I'm going to turn that off. And then just watch how this water starts to change. We just want to wash the beans. Uh-oh, can you see how dirty and gray? Look at that water. That should shock you. How many pots of beans and pasta? Wait till you see how pasta cooks in the water. But take a good look at this bowl, at how nasty and dirty that water actually has become. I mean, that's just one wash. So when I do them, I normally wash it a couple of times, don't I, baby?
Yes.
And because I would normally in my life, I would just put the beans in the pot and cook them. That's what you did. And then you're cooking them with that nasty chlorine water that you're using as well. Let me show you another great feature. You go to the store and you eat a lot of lettuce. We eat a lot of lettuce. So I'm going to put my stir-on water in here now. And I'm going to open up. We like to buy these kits. I really like this Caesar kit. I'm going to take that out. But they tell you it's been washed, pre-washed, and all of that. And you just pop that bag open most of the time and just start eating, don't you? I want you to understand that what goes in your body is like a tree. If you put bad stuff, you give it bad water, you give it all this bacteria, all this dirty stuff from the beans, you're hurting yourself. You know, you put good stuff in, you're going to get good stuff out. So watch this lettuce. And they say this is all good, clean, been washed. Some of them I think have been triple washed, haven't they?
Somehow.
So I'm going to put this lettuce in here, and we're going to wash it and just see what comes out of it. And the first time I did this, it scared us both to death because we went, oh my gosh, I've been doing that. I've been trusting them. I don't care what you buy. Think of it like this. Everybody in the produce store touches everything before you get it. So it's been touched, it's been moved, it's been this, it's been all of that. So let me get a little stir-on water in there and let her fill up a little more. I really want you to see that. But what we do while that's filling, we also wash all of our broccoli. We also take cauliflower, whatever we're going to eat. You do it, we do cauliflower as well. So we wash it, cook it in the oven, and do all of that with it. But watch this. I want you to see this lettuce. So I'm going to just watch this. I'm not going to move it real bad. I'm just going to get it good and wet. I can toss it a little bit if you want, but you're going to be surprised. So now that we got all this in here, this is our salad spinner. So we put all of our stir-on water in there. And when I like to let it sit a few minutes because if I let it sit, I know it's still killing bacteria. There's some stubborn bacteria. So once I got it full, I said, I'll leave it there a while. But I just want to show you, I want to demonstrate to you how it does it. So I'm going to take that out because we're going to spin that lettuce before we eat it. Let me set it over there, baby. Take a look at what came out of that lettuce. That water's that color for a reason. It came out and it just absolutely is something you don't want to put in your body. So everything we put in our tree, we make sure it's super, super clean. There's so many benefits. You get to drink clustered water. Let me show you a little sample of what clustered looks like coming out of the unit while we're at it. I'm going to do a clustered level. Have you got your light where we can shine it up underneath there, baby? I want to show you the clustered level. This is my own technology. Not everybody, you can't get it. I'm the only one with it. But watch what happens. I want you to see the active hydrogen and the clustered levels that are in this Stealth Detox Performance Water. Can you see those? Look at that. Isn't that amazing what's in that water? And that's what you drink every morning when I get up. I walk out here, get a full glass full, drink it like straight to my body, and I stand here and I go, I'm ready to go for the day. It wakes the old dog up and gets him running, you know, so we're moving pretty good. I hope that helped you a lot. And there's more to it. We're going to do a special offer. I don't know how long I'll do it. She knows I do crazy things sometimes, and I keep them going. But when you order, call the number on your screen, and when you order 2020, Elite 2020, this unit is normally $53.45, comes with a micron filter. We'll show you the micron filter. Do I have one? Come and take a look at the micron filter. Let me show you how it installs. And so, come on around the counter here, Kev. And the unit actually installs underneath your cabinet like this. We use 3 stays. There's 2 filters in here and a micron filter right here. So when this is installed, and we got a full online installation department that FaceTimes you and puts it in the puts our installer in your home. But this micron filter even grabs plastic microns. That's why my water is clean. You're not going to get a cleaner, better, more effective water than what we've got. So I thank you for that. And the micron filter comes with it. It's normally $599. We're going to give it to you free. Our best price on a micron is probably about $350. So if you order today, give this code, Elite 2020, and we're hoping to hear your results. And Gail has a blog I'd like you to look at. It's called FBACN,
Fight Back Against Cancer
Naturally. A lot of good stuff on there, so if you know people that are fighting cancer and struggling, that's the place to go.